Welcome back, everybody, to today's Mythic Esports game. This is our second day of SBS. Today, I am joined with none other than Juggernaut himself. What's up, Juggernaut?
Not much. How about you? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
it's okay. No. Welcome,
um
welcome. First time casting. First time
it
casting.
it sure is. I'm ready for some exciting games between these two. It's feels like it's going to be an important series for both of these teams here.
It is. We have Seven Savages and Gregory loves his fries. By the way, in the background, we have our homeboy Riley on helping with production yet again. So we're just gonna jump straight into the draft here. On the side of Gregory loves his fries, we see a Swain, Leeson, MF for the first ban phase, and also Seven Savages. We see a Camille, Katarina, and Yone. Wow. Wow, okay, and then we see a Gregory loves his fries lock in the Morgana. And Seven Savage's answer is to grab the Ash. That
Yeah,
is a that's interesting,
I'm
especially with the Morgana.
I'm absolutely liking the early bans onto the top and mid from Gregory Gloves' Fries. Both of those players really strong players and seem to be kind of the focal points for Gregory Loves His Fries, at least from what I've seen, looking over their past games. But you're definitely right. The Morgana early pick is very surprising to me.
I mean, it's a great thing. It could also be. I don't know how much jungle you've played before, but it could also be flexed into the jungle position.
It's
So
been a while since I've seen it, but it absolutely still can be done.
that's always the fun part. It could always happen. I know that you've never actually. Those of you who don't know, Juggernaut here plays in Division 1 of our SBS. So I know that you haven't really played against either one of these teams. And have you even watched or looked at any of the games that they've played?
No, really doing scouting for this, just trying to see. I just did it today, trying to figure out like what these guys play, how they tend to play, and what their strategies are. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise for me as well here. Um,
Okay. Well, we see the Mordekaiser and Ezreal locked in for Gregolos's prize for the first half of the draft, and looks like they
mm,
that Seven Savages chooses Leona. That's
mm.
actually, I mean, it's kind of a hard thing to get onto that bot lane. And good luck, GLHF. Um, it's
Absolutely. I mean, this Leona Ashe is going to struggle a lot into Morgana. I think that Black Shield is just going to be able to stop absolutely everything, from the Ashe ultimate to all of Leona's engage. Might be very hard for them to get on top of her.
and then we see a Kale from the side Seven Savages get banned, and the Lucian. So it looks like they don't believe that that Ash is that 80s carry pick. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't.
It might also be actually. I saw one of the Gregory Loves His Fries players plays the top laner, I believe, actually plays Lucian. It may have
That's
been mid.
nasty. That's
That
nasty.
may be why that was banned.
Okay.
Um, But the Kale, absolutely a strong pick. It's incredible in top lane, especially to answer something like the Mordekaiser.
And then we see a uh Syndra Lilia. I hate seeing the deer. The deer is too speedy. It's way too speedy. It's more annoying than a Hecarim. Okay.
Especially in top lane. It's just so
Mhm.
impossible to get on top of ever if you're playing anything immobile.
And we see a very big favorite among our mythic games right now of Vigar.
Mm,
It's a scaling champion and it doesn't stop scaling. Loki, I do not hate on the deer. It's just a very annoying deer. All right. This is the reason why. Never mind. I'm not gonna go into Disney quotes here. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, everybody knows what I'm talking about.
mm,
Really out of the background. And then Gregory lets us rise, blocks in the
mm.
Silas. That's a lot of great ultimates to snatch. That's a
Absolutely. And the mid laner for Gregory Loves His Fries absolutely loves these assassin style champions. So this is a great pick, great matchup, between having all these ultimates and also having an assassin style melee champion in the mid lane like he likes to play.
and I do. Do you think it's like a 5v5 or a 4-1 in this meta right now?
Um, Personally, I like the 4-1, as you may know from
Yeah, I
watching
know.
some of my game.
You oh my
However,
gosh, I forgot. I forgot who I'm talking to.
I absolutely think that a 5v5 style can work. And I actually think, if I'm being honest, that the 5v5 style is probably easier to win the game with at this point. Especially if you have some hard engage, like the Leona, like the Ornn, like we're seeing from both teams in this game. Um, but there's still always some amount of space for the 4-1, and there's always some amount of kind of outplay potential there that I personally really enjoy, and I always like the 1v1. But I do think all-in 5v5 team fights are probably the easier way to win the game at this
All
moment.
right. All right. We see predictions are live right now. Juggernaut, you see these picks, you saw the draft. How you feeling about
Mm,
this? Who'd you think actually won the draft?
so, just based off draft, I think that Morgana pick early was so incredibly strong. That's really gonna come in clutch against all of the crowd control on Seven Savages. I mean, everybody on their team has some form of hard CC, so I think that Morgana is going to be absolutely critical. You combine that with like Ezreal being able to escape pretty much everything that they have. I really think uh, Gregory loves his fries won this draft pretty significantly even.
All
We'll have to
right.
see how it goes in game because there's always some potential for uh, kind of
There,
outplay
there,
or early
there's
game stumble.
potential. There's potential for mistakes. Yes, you
Mm.
are correct. It depends on how well they play, how well the positioning is. If they can keep the cooldowns in their mind, off mind, and it depends on how well the junglers track each other. Because from what we saw, those junglers, we see a Diana jungle and a
Probably Mordekaiser if I had to guess.
Mordekaiser jungle, obviously. Yeah, probably running Ghost.
Mm.
But yes, predictions are live yet again. Um, there's a I don't it depends on how well Gregory Loves His Fries can shut down Seven Savage's gamer, mid lane.
Mm. Mm. That's true. There is always the potential for Veigar to just outscale and kind of win the game off of that. But I think really the way that Seven Savages wins this game is by getting picks, right? They have the Ashe, they have the Veigar, they have Leona, Diana. It's everything about their team to me really screams they're looking to pick you off and kind of catch you out. But the problem with that is that Gregory Loves His Fries has so many tools to prevent that,
Yeah,
right? Orange should
I,
be with the team. Ezreal's hard to pick. Morgana's hard to pick. Mordekaiser can just ult in 1v1 until his team shows up.
I agree. I agree. We're gonna go down the line really quick while they are picking their champions. For the side of Gregory Loves His Fries, we have Pack My Sack, Kryptonic Killer in the jungle, Sug in the mid lane, Winter Knight in the AD carry role, and Erotic Mangosteen in the support role. Very unusual names. I'm gonna be honest
There's
about
some
that.
interesting ones. And then on the red side, we've got Seven Savages with Brian the Max, TTV, Bill 2015, Gamer Guy 1313, and Shraxel. I probably should have said the roles with them.
That's
Shraxel in
fine.
the ADC role, and Seven Savages Foof in the support role.
Hey, there we go. But who could honestly tell us about whether or not what kind of team comp they're going after? Pro comps.
Absolutely.
You know what? Pro comps is a tool of is a tool for League of Legends teams, coaches, and individual players that want to take the game to the next level. They offer live insights and suggestions such as power spikes, champion suggestions, and useful warnings that will help you make the best possible selection and outcome. Not only that, but they have counters and synergies, tier lists and patch updates, comp builder, and so much more. Click the link in our about section to see for yourself. Thank you so much, Pro Comps. And as you can see on stream, we do have a bit of a update. So basically, it shows us how the lanes are going to be working out, how each of the lanes, so top lane, jungle, mid lane, also the full bot lane. It also tells us later on about how the early to late game is supposed to be looking, how the scaling is going to be looking, what kind of comps they're picking. So it could either go split push, picks, sieges. It also shows us priorities. So it shows us all of that. And as we can see on the pro comps list, the side of Gregory Loves His Fries, they're going for that split push comp. And for the side of Seven Savages, we see the siege and pick, as you said earlier. So looks like we are going to see a lot of, you know, split push on the side of Gregory Loves His Fries, and as you said, siege and pick. I'm repeating myself. Blah blah blah. English is hard. But we are going to be right back. There's a bit of a spectator delay, but don't touch those browsers. We'll be right back for Seven Savages versus Gregory Loves His Fries.
Am I breaking through? You feel me too. I still wanna run to you. am I breaking through? Within the truth,
Welcome back, everybody, to game number 1. Gregory Loves His Fries versus 7 Savages. This is going
boy.
to be a major game. Let's see.
Absolutely. There's an
we see a-
invade coming in here.
We see a 5-point start on 7 Savages side, but an invade from Gregory Loves His Fries. Oh, they got spotted. They got spotted. Do we see it? Nope, they're just going to back off. Nope. They're not going to try to keep it going or anything like that. That's good. At least they know where to cut their losses. This bot lane, as we said earlier, is going to be very interesting. If, as we can see, Winter Knight did not take heal, took cleanse.
Absolutely a good strategy. I don't know if it was critically necessary, depending on how comfortable Mango is on the Morgana. If his black shields are really on point, you probably don't need the cleanse. But there's so much CC from 7 Savages that it's really just a good emergency measure to
It's a
have.
get out of jail free card. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Absolutely.
But I am very excited. We were talking before the game started, and before we got into the in-game lobby. This is a very crucial moment for both teams, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was looking at the standings, and this is do or die for 7 Savages. I mean, they really have to play their hearts out here. They're probably not going to be able to make playoffs if they don't at least 1-2
Here
the
we
series.
go, Sug going after Gamer, and nice trade just trying to get it. Gamer getting those AP stacks. We'll be keeping everybody updated with Gamer guys stacks throughout the whole game. Don't worry. Probably every 5 minutes or so. But it's just basically going to... Oh, here we go. Foof getting CC'd. And the Winter Knight laying down that damage. And Foof having to limp back to Shraxel. Which is basically how I thought this lane was going to go.
Yeah, and this is even before Black Shield. I mean, like, this lane's not getting any easier for Morgana and Ashe.
Alright, Sug going in on Gamer. That baby cage dealing damage. Also, Pack is going... Brian's going in straight into Pack and has to limp away as well. Like, all this action going on. And it looks like... Oh, they see that Bill is in the jungle of Kryptonic. And they're collapsing on Bill. But they're going to just... Bill's just going to be able to get away.
Very nice.
The direct-to-camera doesn't want us to see it at all.
Yeah, nice. I will say, nice work from Bill, just knowing when to cut his losses. Sometimes junglers don't know when to cut their losses on an invade, and they end up getting caught and just losing stuff for free. But Bill knows when to hold them and when to fold them there, I suppose.
This mobility, it's going to be pretty much a mobility matchup and also the clear matchup. I know Kryptonic has a better clear, but Bill has the ability to get places a lot quicker with that the QE, you know, jumping over the walls and such and not having to go all the way around like Kryptonic's going to have to. This top lane, I know you are a top laner. I know you probably had this matchup before. How's this matchup?
Surprisingly enough, I don't actually play a whole lot of either of these champions. I have to imagine, though, that Aatrox will be able to kind of bully in lane, much like what we're seeing here, in fact.
Nice trade. Uh-oh, here comes Kryptonic coming in for the gank, but unsuccessful. Oh, nope, is it? Pop the ghost. Gonna pull it. Nope, Brian just dashes out of there, and everything is fine. Just gonna go back to farming. Nope, just gonna reset and teleport back most likely.
Yep, and that's how ganks on Mordekaiser will pretty much always go. You land the E, you're in business. Otherwise, it's probably back to farming.
It's gonna be a great. We're gonna have a bit of a slow lane until on all sides until level 6 hits, I believe, or until they have components.
It's also worth noting that already Diana is 12 CS up in the jungle. That invade already paying big dividends, and especially when you would expect the Mordekaiser to be able to clear significantly faster than the Diana. Kind of going for that early invade and coming back to her own camps later on really gave her an advantage in the jungle, at least in terms of CS.
She'll also have a timer on Kryptonic's blue buff. So
True, if she
it,
wants to do it again.
well, I think Kryptonic is not keeping track of his own, isn't able to keep track of his own blue buff. So, oh, here we go, Kryptonic and Sug going after Gamer. Gamer, oh, nice sidestep away from Gamer. And then Pac-Man is also getting attacked by Brian the Max and able to get away. Okay, with it just now like a handshake,
Yeah.
quick handshake.
Just little trades here and there, and it is worth noting that Brian is absolutely getting the better of these trades. Pretty much every scenario. It's going to be a rough lane for Ornn until about one item.
Here we go. Foof is coming into Mango. Winter and Mango both dealing all that damage to Foof. Winter being gutsy, eating forward. Oh wait, here's Bill. Bill's also, Kryptonic sees Bill. Probably gonna be, it's a level difference between Bill and Kryptonic. But Bill has to flash away. Okay, alright.
And that fight that we saw in bot lane is exactly what we would expect to happen, because it's just the Morgana Black Shield makes the game so difficult for Leona. Leona really wants to get out of that lane as quick as she can and get to maybe helping out mid lane is probably her best bet here.
So, how does it feel to be, you know, in the back seat, you know, playing, like, going from playing in front of everybody to, like, casting? How's it feel right now? Since we have a bit of downtime.
It's relaxing. It can be stressful trying to actually.
Uh-oh. Brian
still coming
holds
down.
in. Nice fancy feet. Ooh, wow. Okay. Handshake. Look,
Dang.
Brian gets the first blood goal.
Yep.
That was nice.
Both flashes being blown, so I would argue that Brian did come out on top there. Although the lane is. No, actually, the lane's in a good position for Brian as well. Yeah, Brian definitely came out on top in that play, and Ornn having to blow TP just to make sure the lane doesn't get worse.
And I know that you are a top laner. You don't normally play tank champions. No, you play split push champions.
Yeah, not so much tanks. A lot of people want me to play them, but I hate playing them just because I feel like I can't do that much to actually impact the game. I can't punish people when they're playing like they shouldn't be, and
Since we have a bit of a, oh wait, here we go. We might see some action. Se7en Savages wanted to start a dragon, but uh-oh, here comes the baby cage. Nice E out from Winter. I know it's a different. Is it
nice
different?
cancel. That was a big cancel actually.
Yeah, here we go. Pac-Man popping ultimate, going on to Brian, dealing all the damage that Ornn can do. Nicely done. Pac gets a solo kill. Here we go. Kryptonic gets ulted by Bill. Foof is jumping into the back line, going after Sug. Sug takes the Rygar ultimate, pops the ultimate onto Bill. Winter gets Foof. Everybody's dropping on Se7en Savage's side, and I believe they're just gonna walk away from Dragon, but they go 3, 2, 1. Side of Gregory loves his prize coming out ahead.
That was absolutely a great play for Gregory loves his fries. I mean, Gregory loves their fries just got there first, and they were able to kind of hold position and kind of stop them from really coming in at all, and punish them when they tried to.
It was nice roam from Sug. Unfortunately, Kryptonic is a level down from Bill, but still made the most of it. Since we have a bit of a downtime, I'm just going to be shooting rapid fire questions since you are one of our players at the same time as a caster.
Yeah.
Does it feel different playing knowing that people are watching versus regular games that are casted?
For me, not so much. I mean, I play roughly the same whether it's streamed or not.
Okay.
And
so you split push.
I can feel there's gonna be a lot of those jokes coming tonight.
No, we made a lot of jokes when you were being casted.
Yeah.
Primus has three values of life, pretty much.
Yeah. The what was it? Death, taxes, and me split pushing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Right on point. But So it just doesn't feel any different between the two for you.
Something going on Rift Herald here, and
No, they just hand.
they
Bill has
just
to walk
they
away.
took it for free. Okay. Yeah, it does. For me personally, I don't get kind of. I guess the easiest way to describe it would be something like stage fright. I don't get that so much.
That's
It's
good.
just kind of same as usual for me at least.
That's
I
good.
could see how some people it would it might be stressful though.
I completely agree with that. I mean, I used to be one of the players, and then I went to casting, and oh, looks like red team is able to get the dragon for free, since you know, Gregory Loves His Fries was able to. Pack and Brian duking it out yet again. Here we go. Orin doing what
And
Orin
there's
does.
Orin damage. Oh my
And
god.
Winter Knight and Mango are dealing the damage to Poof. Like, this is okay. We honestly expected. I'm okay with how this is going, that top lane's going, because Orin's the tank destroyer, alright? If Orin can destroy tanks himself, then what's to stop him from doing something like that to, you know, Aatrox?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought
here we
this
go.
lane.
Ooh,
No,
are we
no,
gonna see anything? Winter and Shraxel trading blows. And that bot lane.
poke.
A lot of poke. Holy! Shraxel has to flash away. Foof was close to hex splashing and decided against it. And
That
Shraxel's
Ezreal
playing very
poke.
ballsy. Oh, here we go mid lane. We see Kryptonic and Sug going after Gamer. Oh, Kryptonic takes Gamer into the Shadow Realm, dealing all the damage he can. Kryptonic is just trying to deal the damage before Sug gets out. There we go. Sug gets the kill.
It's always shocking to me how much damage that Silas does. Even with pretty much, he only has a little bit of AP. Oh, he has the Dark Seal though. That's gonna give him a lot of AP.
You live and die by the Dark Seal, my friend. You live and die in the dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Kryptonic is going to drop that Herald in the mid lane, getting that first turret gold for Sug.
This is really big since when I was looking at a lot of the previous games that Gregory Loves His Fries has played, it's Sug and Pack that are doing a lot of the work and kind of not quite carrying the team, but they're the ones with all the kills and they're the ones that are making a lot of these plays, or at least getting the kills off of them. And I have to imagine they're the ones that are putting in a lot of the damage as well. And it seems like this game is going to be same stuff.
Exactly how it's supposed to. Sorry, we were a bit late on the Vigar stack update. We are looking at 100 stacks on Phenomenal Evil Power. Unfortunately, a bit behind against the, you know, Sug, but
he's been farming well.
Yeah. But Brian and Pack are just gonna handshake and walk away.
Speaking of farming well, though, top lane and bot lane, in particular, Shraxel has been farming especially well for being in a losing lane here.
Uh-oh. Sug is going to go after Gamer, misses the grab.
Yep.
Has to
Gamer
walk
just
away.
walks away.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially like.
Nope. Gonna go back in. Can't do anything about that. Like, it's hard to get away from something that's just right in your face. I mean...
Yeah, if you blow your E as Veigar, you have to play respectful of that dash.
Is Bill gonna go out on Sug? No, don't do it,
No,
Bill. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Unleashed teleports are up and ready to rock for both top laners and also Gamer. So, we'll see how well this goes. This is just... Ornn is just bullying now.
Yeah, Ornn has Mythic advantage, and because it's a tank item, he can't really just take tower in his face. But in any kind of an even fight, Ornn should win this, absolutely, at this point. I mean, there was probably a window where Aatrox was stronger, but that window's passed.
Bill, I don't think you'd want to be there at the moment in time. Oh, Brian's starting to deal damage to Pack. Pack is trying to get away. Oh, Brian flashes. Tries to get away from the Ornn ultimate, and gets the shutdown on the Ornn.
That's a big shutdown.
Gets the revenge kill.
That Q barely being blocked by a minion, otherwise that would have been way worse trade for bot lane. Yeah, that is a big shutdown for Brian. Ornn kind of got
Wait.
bailed out, but
And then
top
Sug
yeah,
just getting
Sug.
more turret gold.
Yeah, this game's really just gonna be a case of Sug against the world, I think.
I mean, isn't that normally how a Silas fights?
True, true. But if the rest of the team just plays around Sug, I mean, gives him the black shield, just chucks Ezreal Qs
Here
from
comes
behind him.
Bill. Are they gonna try to go for it? Ashe ultimate coming in, maybe? No, Leona ultimate drops, but here comes Hack My Sack
Stole
coming in with the teleport. They're going after Bill. Bill ult in. Witcher Knight just trying to lay down all the cover fire. Has no mana at the moment in time. Cannot get the kill on Bill. Has to walk away. Gamer's here now. Pop the Predator. And here comes Brian. But Sug is also here. It looks like we are seeing everybody but Kryptonic, and he's just getting the dragon for free right now.
Yep, him and Sug just going at it.
Uh-oh, wait, Brian and Foof and Gamer are all there. All right, so Kryptonic takes the dragon, takes Brian into the Shadow Realm. Mango and Pack My Sack having to deal with cover fire, trying to get away. Bill takes down Mango. Pack My Sack trying to get rid of Foof and also Bill. Oh
Nice
my
stun by
gosh.
Ornn, or by Leona.
Yes. But Pack My Sack is still tanking everything after they took down Foof. Straxel dealing the damage. Here comes Sug. Double kill for Straxel. Bill and Sug going at it. Straxel doing the cover fire. Oh my gosh,
Big
machine
for
gun
Straxel.
down. Triple kill for Straxel. Come on, you can get him. Straxel flashes out. Gamer tries to keep him away from Kryptonic away from him. And Straxel gets away with a triple kill.
Man, you would think that with the dragon being taken, that would be good for blue side, but they just gave up so much for it, especially with that triple kill for Straxel. Really puts him back in the game.
Here comes Gamer. Kryptonic just going at it.
That Veigar cage is just so strong at stopping people without the ability to get through it. I mean, you have like Ezreal and Ornn that can kind of get through it, and Morgana Black Shield. But
Yes.
yeah, but if you don't have those, it's so impossible to do anything against a Veigar.
Denying that pink ward for Mango from Foof just says, nope, you're not taking this pink ward. I'll place down another one.
It's so dumb when people do that. I mean, it's a good strategy, as long as you have somewhere good to place it. But
yeah, but putting it right there, right inside your own jungle, just to make sure somebody's not getting that gold.
yeah,
I don't
maybe
think that's really worth it.
Maybe not the best.
Pack My Sack and Sug and Kryptonic are all going to get spotted out by that hawk shot from Traxel. Great hawk shot and timely manner. Brian's coming in. Here it comes. Bill is also there. Traxel and Foof. Here comes Bill's ultimate. Takes down Sug.
Big.
Oh no. Pack My Sack. Kryptonic is getting melted down by Brian. Pack My Sack has to run away. Does he have flash? No, he doesn't. Is he going to get out? Nope. Brian's going to do the knockup. Here comes the CC slows. And more CC coming in from Brian. Straxel picks up another kill. 4-1-4. Straxel.
Man.
He buzz.
They thought they could just take it like they did with the last one, but they really just, this time they did not have the numbers to actually force it like they did last time.
They got it. They got it, though.
Did they end up getting the, did Blue Side get numbers?
Gregory loves his prize.
Oh, yeah?
To get the rift.
They sure did? Okay. That's not bad, but trading 4 people for it, especially for second rift, is really not an ideal situation, I think.
I think they're just trying to make sure that they can set up for the any of the other dragons that they want, or to just set up Sug as a split pusher. You know, dropping the Herald in the lane wherever Sug wants to go. Then Kryptonic can go anywhere else, keeping away from Sug. Gamer able to 2v1 this lane pretty well, but now that turret's gone, and Winter Knight wants blood.
And the flash from Veigar.
Here comes Ryan for Mango and Winter. Gamer pops the Predator, Erotic pops the ultimate, trying to get out. Winter is in a bad spot, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Pack also teleports in. And, oh, here comes the Ornn. Nope, misses Gamer.
These are some really good rotations by 7 Savages here.
Ooh.
I mean,
Packers.
Close. It seems like they've had numbers in pretty much every fight so far that's mattered. They lost the one dragon, but they ended up getting even a ton of kills off of it, and it really brought
They're
them back
even
in
in
the
gold
game.
too.
Yeah. This is a close game at this point, actually, despite Gregory being up in towers here.
But all their gold, if you go look over to the gold, it does look like most of the gold is for Gregory Less Prize is going in. Looks like there's a team fight going on. Brian is trying to deal all the damage. Gamer Guy drops the baby cage. Kryptonic is getting pelted. So is Pack My Sack. Pack My Sack is all by himself. Sug now taking all the damage. Ooh, and they just handshake and leave out. Kryptonic very low, does not want to stay. I wouldn't recommend him to stay. Oh, Mango picking up that CC on Foo. Winter trying to do all the damage. Kryptonic getting Shraxel. Brian's in the wings, waiting. Sug takes the Diana ultimate. Brian's going after Kryptonic. Sug and everybody turns on Brian. Brian goes down to Winter. Shut down.
Nice pick from Gregory here. And I think they'll actually just get the dragon for free off of that. I mean, Mordekaiser ult isn't up, but they do have smite for this.
And even though it was a great job making sure that Brian went down first, because Brian seems to be their front line. If Foof is too low, Brian is their next front line, and it's really hard for them to step up without two front lines. I mean, Bill can. I know Diana's are infamous hard to kill once they have a few items on under their belt, but it all just depends on how well you target whoever you need to target. Priority is one of the things that each team is going to need to do. Kryptonic and Sug go pushing down that mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that call for, I don't think there's going to be much that happens here except just to, oh, they got the tower off the charge, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that call to turn onto Brian was absolutely great. I mean, it got them the kill, and then after that, Seven Savages just had to give the dragon. I mean, they really had no way to contest it without Brian there. And this is one of the reasons why I really don't like Ornn so much. I mean, you can win the lane, you can stomp your laner, but at the end of the day, they're gonna, against most champions that you play in top lane, they're gonna outscale you in the mid game, and your only real hope is just to serve as engage. So even if you get fed, and like we saw, a lot of the gold is on the Ornn, and it's not going to be that useful to have an Ornn that's ahead. I mean, sure, he'll be unkillable, but when you have Diana and Veigar blowing up your backline, it doesn't really matter. He can't win the fight all on his own.
I mean, also another thing that Ornn does is able to start handing out so many stat upgrades for items and such.
Yeah, it's true. That's a reasonable argument for Ornn, but still, I just feel like there's so many other better champions you could be picking. Of course, I'm biased because I hate playing tanks, but
No, you just like split pushing, so to make everybody's life a living hell.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody thinks Ornn is great, and I'm not convinced yet. I'm not
You're
convinced.
not convinced yet? There's no convince. There's nothing we can do to convince you. Even if they win this game, they won't convince you.
Ornn would have to do something pretty incredible to convince me that he was worth the pick here, especially when he's like one of the better players. Pac-Man Sack, like I said, he's one of the players that usually has a lot of kills and usually makes a lot of plays in these games. From what I saw in their past games, at least. I feel like they'd be better off putting a different player on tank.
So many reset. I don't think they were seen backing. But I think they are going to. Seven Savages is going to pull the trigger here and go for the Baron.
I don't think they have the damage. I don't think they can burn it. I think they'll get there.
No, they're doing okay. They're not doing too bad. Ornn's going to teleport in. Here we go. Foof is stopping them. Foof is running in. Oh, they get the Baron, but are they going to get out alive for this? Bill in the back line. Bill actually gets ulted in. Straxel, melting slug, and Kryptonic is in the middle of their team. Oh, gets the pull on Straxel. They need to get Straxel. Bill pops Kryptonic. Brian is now engaging. Pack My Sack gets Foo. Mango has to flash out to make sure it doesn't get hit. Misses the binding in the front line. He's gonna get dropped. No, is gonna get away. Mango's gonna get away. Nope, gets spotted out by the hawk shot from Traxel.
That
Ryan
was
is.
that was a great fight by
Ooh,
Seven
is he gonna get
Savages.
away with the execute? No, no, don't walk too close. Nice execute.
Clean
There we
execute.
go.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really nice fight by Seven Savages. They played that front to back absolutely beautifully. I mean, even after the Orin engage landed, nobody was close enough to follow up, so they just kept kiting it back and kiting it back. They managed to pick off Sug, who's the biggest threat on the other team right now. I mean, the only other person that's fed is the Orin, and like we said, I don't think Orin can win a fight like that on his own.
Just to give everybody a stack update on Gamer Guy, 189 stacks of phenomenal evil power. So there is that. We are going to probably see a lot of it. Gamer Guy's Banshee's Veil already gets popped. Interesting choice on the Banshee's Veil, but if you see a Morgana, you don't want to get CC'd first.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep it up with the Ezreal as we just saw there.
Easy pokes. Looks like Bill and Brian want to get that bot lane turret, but Pack My Sack is gonna go pop the Ornn ultimate, misses because, and also Gamer Guy deters them from pushing up even farther.
And meanwhile on bot lane, red side, Seven Savages is just taking towers for free. I mean, blue side really doesn't have a great way to contest unless Kryptonic goes down there. And he could probably deal with the Aatrox, but nobody else in the team is really kind of suited to deal with the Aatrox.
Are they just gonna push the mid lane in response to the dragon?
This actually isn't a bad play. I think they were hoping.
Recall, though.
Yeah, I think they were hoping it would take them a little longer to deal with that dragon, but they do get the mid inhib tower off it. As long as they don't overstay, it's fine.
They took that pretty quickly themselves. I mean, sure, Pack My Sack does have the demolish.
That rune is so good. It does so much damage to towers. It's actually crazy. But I will say that Aatrox getting bot tower is actually even more valuable. A while back, Riot changed the side towers to give more gold than the mid tower.
You're
Tier 2.
correct. Yes, I remember this. I remember that patch. So, Winter going to get caught out. Has to have some happy feet against Bill and Gamer Guy. Uh-oh, here comes Brian coming from the backline. Bill ultimate. Brian pops Mango. Winter having to step away. Kryptonic takes Bill into the Shadow Realm. Kryptonic has to step away. Traxel takes down Kryptonic.
And they just get caught.
Pops the ultimate. Let's see if anything more is going to happen. No, they're just going to push it.
That was a really nice flank from Brian. He saw that not everybody was there, and he took the opportunity and got 2 free picks for his team. Also, that Zhonya's is making the game very hard for this Mordekaiser. He can't really R the Diana anymore. He's going to have to find someone else to hit. And eventually Veigar's going to get a Zhonya's too and make it even harder.
Why not the whole team get Zhonya's?
I know.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Well, that's the thing, is if you're AD though, you can go QSS instead, which is almost as good.
No,
so,
yeah,
Ornn, or not Ornn, Mord, I like the champion. I used to main pre-rework Mordekaiser. It was so much fun. But since the rework, it's you buy QSS and he doesn't do that much anymore.
Yeah.
This specific Mord doesn't have as much gold, so he can't really. It doesn't matter that much.
But 4 and 4, you can't really do too much if you don't have enough kills on team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also a level down from Bill. Pack My Sack though is starting to hand out upgrades. So pretty soon that damage is going to start hurting. He's already upgraded the of course Sug's item, because Sug is trying to become the carry that they need. And also he upgraded Winter Knights. Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Nice R to get away there.
Mango needs to hit those Qs. Alright. Question of the time. Oh, wait. Let's see if something goes on really quick. Oh, there he goes. He hits the Qs now.
Nice. Nobody's there to follow up, unfortunately, but
yeah. Question time. So, you see how far behind Gregory Loves His Fries are now, right?
Yeah.
How do they climb out of this hole?
Oh, good question. they unfortunately don't really have great tools for it. I think their best bet is probably to use the Orin Mordekaiser to defensively to try to peel for the Morgana and the Ezreal, and then they just have to look for picks with the Morgana Q and poke, and just kind of sit at the Baron and make it so that they can't take it in your face, but they also can't engage on you, because with Black Shield, it's going to be hard for Seven Savages to actually engage properly. Bonus points if you're able to send the Silas to match the Aatrox and at least not die to him. I mean, that is a scary Aatrox right now, but if Silas can draw the Aatrox and then just not die, that should be sufficient. Because honestly, I think Aatrox is going to be doing more in these team fights right now than Silas is.
Oh,
Despite the fact that Silas is the most fed person on the team right now, unfortunately.
but no, Straxel is the most fed person in the game. Unfortunately, it's starting to
True.
get bigger and bigger. Especially building that Bork and also the Wit's End. Probably getting that Runan's Hurricane next. He's gonna
And I
start
will
milking
say,
people.
yeah, Orin really needs. He has the heal cut, but he really needs either a Bramble, or excuse me, not a Bramble, a Randuin's or a Frozen Heart, because both of those are going to absolutely demolish Ashe because of her Q, which separates her auto damage into 5 different components, and the passive from Randuin's will actually protect each one. So you're actually making Ashe do way less damage when you buy a any, what is it, Warden's Mail item.
Pack my sacks, using the ultimate. And the great gamer guy is able to CC him with the Everfrost. What is that damage? He's a tank. He is a tank. Stop this.
It's not
flash. Here we go. Here's the engage. Brian did not flash in, but popped the ultimate. Pack my sack does not have ultimate, but teleports in, trying to make sure gamer guy cannot join the fight yet because it's too low, but does have teleport. Bill jump to the back line. Mordekaiser.
Nice R by Mordekaiser.
Goes.
It stopped the. Yeah, it
Wait a
stopped the
second.
Nair damage.
Gamer guy's in the background. Nope, not trying to go for the back, but Brian is going to be backing. This gives Gregory Loves His Fries a free dragon.
Yep, it looks like they might be trying. Seven Savages might be trying to trade Baron for it, though. We'll see how that goes. But that Mordekaiser ult onto the Diana is exactly how you want to play it.
I think they're just running at it right now.
I don't think they have. They might have enough time, actually. This Agar doing so much damage.
No!
Oh, good try.
I thought for a second that he
It
actually
was
got
close.
Oh, Brian in the wings. Here we go.
Oh, they need
Sonic does not have ultimate. Look at that.
Oh my
Healing from
God.
Brian. Brian pops out Mango. And now Gregory Less Fries is just going to have to run away. Winter trying to give cover fire, but has almost no mana. Able to hit some damage.
That looked like such a clean turn onto the Aatrox, but the Gore Drinker plus his ultimate healing buff just makes it impossible to actually kill him ever. And this is damage Aatrox. This isn't even tank Aatrox like at all. If you had imagine if he had a Spirit Visage or if he had a Sterix Gauge, he's just unkillable. It looks like actually he's building Death's Dance right now, so he may be approaching that point here.
Ooh, but Ashe, instead of going the Runans, goes Phantom Dancer. That's actually really nice. That'll actually help a lot with the ghosting ability. Gets also 7% movement speed, and it's just able to just like go back and forth doing the kiting, making sure that Straxel is not caught during these team fights.
It's gonna keep her much safer, but I think she is gonna miss the AOE damage. Although at this point,
here comes Brian going after Sug. Sug is having a hard time. Has to flash. Goes golden. Can't get away from Brian.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking, is that Silas is gonna have a hard time in the side lane against Aatrox. I mean, I think it was still their only chance is to try to have Silas not die in the side lane, but at this point, I don't think it's gonna happen.
They are down 7k gold, and there's no. I mean, as you
I don't
said,
think Merge wins this.
You believe that Seven Savages has this in the bag already. There's nothing that they can do.
It's getting pretty close to that point. The big problem to my mind is that nobody can answer this Aatrox right now. I mean,
oh, here we go. Bill